Okay, folks. Queen tingling up here. And of course, since I work at night time, I'm sitting here and I can't sleep. So what else am I going to do if I can't sleep? I'm going to sit here and work on pick 3, pick 4 formulas. So I've been thinking about this thing. There's got to be a better way. I sit here, it takes me on average, let's say, it takes me, if I do 15 states for y'all and figure out 15 states and mark down, say, I know I marked down at least, gosh, I could go at least 20 numbers, okay? Because I'm not going to exceed 20 numbers. If that's what I'm seeing on one of the workouts, then I'm not going to exceed marking 20 numbers down on a sheet of paper to give to y'all, because to me that's just kind of like wasting my time. And if y'all, I hate to say this and I hate to point it out, but if some of y'all out there are crazy enough to go and spend $20 betting on 20 numbers, then I'm sitting here wasting my time and wasting your money. And if you didn't win, man, that wouldn't be good. So I was working on something. I've been looking at it for a long time. I noticed every time that when there's a draw comes up, and one of the numbers in the pick 3 is 8, and I said 8, okay? Then the next draw after that, a lot of times there'll be a 2 in that next draw. So I got to wonder, what is the 2 about? It always follows the 8. I'm like, well, is it lowest common denominator? Possibly. And then I got to thinking about it, and I said, it can't be. Because I've looked at all the numbers, and the more I rack my brain, I'm like thinking, this is crazy because it's not making sense to me. So I sat here one day and I was just playing on the computer here, looking through YouTube videos and trying to figure out what the 2 was. And I was sitting there looking for mathematical videos talking about math. So I looked at lowest common denominator. That didn't really click me. And then I seen something over here to the side where the videos are. It said complements. Not compliments, not compliment like you give somebody a compliment. It's complements. COMPLE, not I, E. MENTS, compliments. And honestly, I gotta admit, when I was in school, when I heard stuff like that, it would have been, say, about the 9th or 10th grade. Back when I was in school, trust me, when we were not as smart as the kids are now. Heck, kids nowadays are learning like computers and stuff like that by the time they're in the 1st and 2nd grade. When I was in school in the 1st and 2nd grade, we didn't even know. Hell, the closest thing we came to a computer was watching Star Trek. And that kind of blew my mind then, because all this stuff on Star Trek was like magic. We didn't know what the hell it was. And that little old flip thingy that, now I sit and think about it. The little old flip thingy that was in Captain Kirk's hand when he flipped it out. Oh, what do you call that thing? It was his little beam me up tool. He'd flip that thing. Go, hey, Scotty, beam us up. And all of a sudden, they're up on the spaceship again. And when I was back in school and all that Star Trek and all that first come out, we're watching this. It didn't even dawn on us. Hell, I had such a bad crush on Chekhov We wasn't even thinking about mathematical stuff and about the future, about none of that stuff. We weren't. Well, anyway, let me get back to talking about the pick three. I'm getting way off here from talking about Star Trek. So anyway, I'm sitting here thinking, there's got to be a better way to work these pick three formula workouts. And you're not going to believe what I did tonight. I sat here and I didn't do any of my regular workouts like I normally would. I had looked up this thing called complements. That's complements, COMPLEMENTS. And I said I'm going to try to do my workout just using that. And lo and behold, when I put the complements together, I used the flips. I don't know if I better say this over this internet thing or not, because I do not want any lottery officials getting wind of what I did. But guess what? I have gotten it down. Seriously. I would think I'm crazy. But I have gotten it down now to where I can pick 9 numbers. All right. I can write down 9 numbers. It only takes me just a couple of minutes from looking at that daily draw. And then I write down the 9 numbers. And then I stroll to the next number for the next draw. Like if I'm looking at a website where the numbers already been previously, I'm not guessing. I'm not having to guess, okay? It takes the guessing work out of it. It's just what came from that draw, the previous draw. I'll write down 9 numbers, and lo and behold, it's one of those 9 numbers that I just wrote down. If that ain't it head on, I'm telling you, it just blows my mind. But yet again, too, now, it still may not hit because I'm not quite finished this formula one. I'm still working on it now. But out of the ones I did hit, most all of them hit except for one. And the one I didn't hit, I had to add or subtract 2 from the first number. I know y'all don't understand that stuff. My thing is this. Okay. It would be better off for me. Okay. I would like to know how you guys feel about it. If you can kind of follow along with me. Let's just say if I gave you 9 numbers to play for the next draw that we're looking for. Now, I know for a fact that out of those 9 numbers, let's just say we had 3 of them were like only the back pair were correct, and you missed the first number. So if you have that where you win the front pair, back pair thing, you can also play those numbers like that, and like I think it's like $25 or $50 that you win if you just got the back pair. So if I played the number, all right. So since I've already got the numbers down anyway, and we're playing them, and I played the front pair, back pair thingy, and I hit, so I know we're going to get, depending on whether I bet 50 cents or $1, I know I'm going to at least get 3 of them correct. It's not going to be, the big 500 or whatever, but at least it's going to be either a front pair or a back pair. Going to hit 4 times. It's going to be like either $25 or $50. So 4 times 25, if you bet 50 cents, is 100. 4 times 50 cents, that's $200. So, all right, you'd end up spending roughly $18 to play the front pair and the back pair. Would you do that? So if I went my thing is this. This is the way I would do it. I only have 9 numbers that I'm putting out there, okay, that could possibly be the hit for the next draw, okay? All right, I played all those nine numbers at $1 a piece, okay? Then I turn around, okay, that's $9. Then I turn around, I played front pair. Say if I got just the front pair correct, I'm going to play $9 more on the same 9 numbers just to see if I got the first 2 numbers correct. You understand? Are you following me? Or I'm going to play another $9. So that's 3 times 9 is 27. So I'm playing $27 altogether. And I'm playing front pair and back pair. So if I'm playing $27 at one time, and let's say on the front pair, back pair, I bet $1 each. That's going to be $50. And I hit 4 times. That's $200. Would you play it? And hey, I know that it is very highly possible. I know it's very. I'm sitting here doing it on the. I can't really show it to you because the screen is kind of screwed up. Well, it's screwed up because I got it turned around on. Let's see, like this right here. I don't know if you can see it. If the screen, I started out with this number right here, 083, and then I came down. I got this one correct, which was 122. Then from that one, I got the next one correct. I can't see when which was, I think, it was 438 plus 1, which is 439. Okay, so that told me that I was on the right track. From when I got on the 439, I did it. I wrote down all my 9 numbers, and lo and behold, if the next number didn't come out at 867. So I'm on the right track. So that's how I think I'm going to roll from now on. With flips, compliments, and what else did I say? And flip compliments. Did I make it right? Flips, compliments, and flip compliments. And maybe what I'll do is this is a live video, and I'm sitting here just rattling off about it. I don't know that it'd even be wise. Because, I mean, hey, with this compliment and flip compliment stuff, I just don't want the lottery commission to get onto it. Because if they realize that here we are, I'm an old lady, 55 years old. Some young person should know this kind of stuff, and it's easy. This is easy. We're talking about easy peasy. So if I'm using compliments, flips, and flip compliments, all right, and this is lotto math. This is not regular math. They didn't even teach lotto math in school. In fact, we didn't even have the lottery back when I was in school. I was in school in about late 60s. I don't even think they even had the lottery in the United States at that time, to be honest with you. I don't think they knew what the heck it was. I don't even think they had a lottery until like the 1970s here in the United States. And then it was like something like Powerball. And then they came out with the Mega Ball. I didn't even hear about Mega Ball until Georgia started playing the lottery. And that's what, with the northern states had Powerball, then the southern states had Mega Ball. Some of the states had Powerball, some of them had Mega Ball. Golly, you had to go to, before South Carolina had a lottery, Georgia got their lottery first, okay? Neither South Carolina nor North Carolina, and I don't even think it was Tennessee. None of those states had the lottery. So, I I used to get a kick out of getting in the car on Sunday afternoon and riding all the way to Georgia, not from Columbia. I was in Spartanburg then. Riding all the way across the state line just to sit down there and scratch it. And I remember how excited I was. I couldn't wait, man. I just couldn't wait until I crossed that state line. And I'm telling you, the first convenience store I was coming to, we stop and I'm going to go in there and get me a scratch-off ticket and play me a number. And we're going to see if we win. That was just the way it was. You know, I don't know. Maybe I've had lottery blood in me all along. Maybe I was destined to be Queen Ching-a-ling. What do you think? That was back, golly. I'm trying to think when my kids was little, it was like in mid-1980s. So that was when Georgia started having their lottery. It was somewhere, I want to say maybe 84, 85, because my baby girl was like maybe 4 or 5. Well, no, maybe I'm gonna take that back. My oldest child was like 4 or 5. Then I had my middle child. Golly, I don't even think I had my third child, but my middle child was only like maybe a year or 2 old. And my third little girl, she was just a teeny little baby. That was way back in the day. Gosh, they're grown women now. I tell you what, my life is steady slipping away on me, and I don't want it to slip away. I'm having fun here doing just Queen Ching-a-ling things and what I'm doing. I really am. You know. And one thing, you know, my life's been hard. We ain't always had. Where my screen got here? We ain't always had money. I remember growing up in the backyard where we in the 1960s, you know, we lived way out in the country. Had an old back porch, had a car seat on it. And then we had an old garage right down beside the house. I think Daddy used to park his tractor in or something. So I remember we had an old hot water heater in that thing, but it didn't work. He just had the thing sitting in there, rusting, just there. But I think he used to park his tractor in or something. And I remember back when I was a little girl running in there, and damn if there wasn't a copperhead snake sitting up underneath that hot water heater. I come back out of that thing, woo, that damn snake chased me all across the yard. I didn't think a damn copperhead snake would chase nobody, but they sure will. So y'all got little kids out there, y'all be careful. Don't let the kids run around the yard this summer. Especially when you live out in the country. Y'all watch out where them young ones is at. Ugh. I ain't never been so scared in all my life. I grew up way out in the country, believing in things like, shoot. Yeah, I know y'all gonna think I'm crazy as hell, but my daddy used to tell me that there was a big hairy monster that lived down in the woods, and now they come out with Bigfoot. And I'm telling you, we didn't know him as Bigfoot. We called him the Boogerman. That's what we called him, the Boogerman. My daddy said there was a Boogerman lived down in the woods. He was gonna get us, and I'm telling you, my nerves when I was a kid, my nerves just stayed tore up. I know what I do. I mean, if I lived there now, as old as I am now, I'm a mean old goat. I really am. I'm a mean old goat at times. And if I lived out there by myself now, I'd have to tell, if a Boogerman come up in the woods to get me, I'd have to tell him where the hell to get off of it. And that's all there is to it. I've done dealt with too many real life Boogermans in my lifetime to have to worry about some mysterious, fake, fictional character come up out of the woods. How did this conversation get off on this? It sure did. I don't know who. I got one viewer left, and I guess I done talked the hell out of them other folks because they left. They got tired of listening to me. But that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to start using compliments, flips, and flip compliments to do the workouts. And it's so much easier than having to sit here and do all that long workout and the adding up and the tic-tac-toe box. And I'm like, it's just right there. It's just right there. The answer is. And I noticed one time, when I was working, before I ever started doing these workouts, before I ever decided I wanted to come be Queen Chingaling, back then, we kept trying to figure out how in the heck, how do they pick the numbers to begin with? And then somebody said something where you add 1, subtract 2, it would go something like that. I'm like, okay. And I tried it a few times, and I guess a couple times it worked out, but I never knew anything about the flips. Look at that. I got me a little jar of pennies and stuff. Look at that. That's why they call me Queen Chingaling, because I got some Chingaling. You see all that? And that's what you call Chingaling. I got me a little Chingaling jar sitting right here. It didn't take long to build that up either. I just sit here and throw my change in it. But I didn't really get deep down into it till little Migo passed away, and I just was so upset over him. I knew it was going to be hard on me. I've been having to do self-therapy ever since I was young, and I'm like using the lottery of all things in the world to use as therapy. Well, it wasn't really therapy. What it was doing was my excitement and the way I get a feeling about that hit. Without it becoming addictive. I've had stuff become addictive, yeah. But you kind of got to separate yourself and know, you got to know your boundaries. You got to know your boundaries. There goes, I lost my coin. But you got to know your boundaries, or else stuff is going to become addictive. And I think that's one thing I talk about a lot too on here. When I have these live videos, or when I do videos, I talk about spending so much money playing. That's loco. There's not enough work out there in the United States for us to go out there and work our butts off and then turn around. We already pay taxes. Rather than having to go and give all the money that we just earned to the damn lottery and having to pay the government again just to try to win some more money. That don't make no darn sense. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you all 9 numbers at nighttime. Every state that I do, I'm going to do 9 numbers. Okay? And for these 9 numbers, I'm going to turn for myself. What I'm going to play them 3 times. I'm going to play all the 9 numbers, straight boxed or however it is, I'm going to play them. Then I'm going to turn around. I'm going to play them front pair, and I'm going to play them back pair, because I know I at least got 2 of those numbers correct. So I play front pair, back pair. That's going to bring me back at least $100. At least. Because to play front pair on $1 brings you back $50, or on 50 cents brings you back 25. Same way with the back pair. Does that make any sense? So I can easily see spending, $27 and bringing home $200. Or no, that's $150. Because if I bet, what's 4 times 9 is 36. 36 will bring you back $200. Yeah. That's Queen Chingaling way of thinking. See, Queen Chingaling think about this all the time. It's not that I think about the lottery and think about playing it all the time. It's just that I don't, now in my old age, this is bad, because I'm sitting here talking about all my secrets. And now you kind of begin to kind of see what kind of personality that I got. Look, it's like this. Queen Chingling is old. Well, I'm just old. I'm not going to say how old I am. I'm just old. I'm not married. I don't have no boyfriends. My little Migo passed away, so my little boyfriend is with God right now. It's almost like he's still here because I can, even though he's passed on, I can feel his little spirit. He's my baby. He really was my baby. And the only reason I would have never gotten in a relationship with him like that. It wasn't one of them, oh, you look great, you my baby dog, my boyfriend relationship type things. It was a choice from the heart. It was a choice from the heart because I knew my little Migo for what he was. He was a person from a foreign country that was over here in the United States by himself, had no family of no kind. It was just him here in the United States. And in my belief, I believe that everybody needs someone to love them and to care for them. Not physically, have to get up and take care of them. I'm talking about care for them in the heart, is having a spirit towards them. So what brought me and little Migo together was it was a spiritual relationship. I really loved Migo because he needed someone to love him in his life and to somebody to support him and back him up so that he could have some kind of life. And that's the way it is here in the United States. I mean, it's not yes in the United States, but I mean, that's the way it should be here in life total on this earth, is that you should have somebody out there that loves you enough to just love you. Maybe pick up the phone, call you up, say, hey, how you doing? What you up to today? Something, somebody, you should have somebody in your life that could have your back. You get off in a little bit of trouble or something and you need to call on somebody, say, hey, help get me out of here. You should have somebody out there that will have your back, come lend a helping hand and pull you out the hole. My problem, I never really had that. I never really had somebody to be there. And when the punches got to flying, I either had to take them or go with the flow. That's the way it was. When the shit hit the fan, I either got hit or I had to go with the flow. So that's what's made the Queen Chingling strong. I've been through so much in my lifetime It's just like this. Had the average normal woman been through what I've been through, she would have crumbled or went over into that drug life and started. Well, me being the way I am, I can't exactly say what it is that's on my mind. She would either cave in or give up, or it's either, reach down and pull your ass up by your bootstraps. That's the way I was always told. Yep. And maybe that's what I did in my lifetime. But hey, I am the Queen Chingling, and I love my people out there. I love all my subscribers. I love each and every one of y'all. So if I can do this for y'all, and y'all hit something off of it, man, that would just tickle me to death. I got this one guy last night from Washington. Okay. So he sees my videos. I got a stack of hits. And I said, I've been doing my videos and giving y'all the state predictions and stuff. Look at this. I mean, this is a few of them that have come. These are all hits. Okay? These are all hits. These are hits where I've did the workouts, the regular workouts. And You know, I'm documenting this stuff. I'm documenting all my hits. And I keep them. The papers that I hit on, I keep them. But now I'm gonna do things a little bit different and see if we can improve the odds a little bit better. I'm saying, cause I ain't got nothing better to do. I ain't got nothing better to do. My kids are all grown. It's just me. There's nobody coming through that door right there and tell me to shut up or to go to bed or nothing. There's nobody gonna go check on me. There's nobody gonna call the phone here. Well, I got the hotline turned off, so you can't call the hotline. Oh no, I tell you what. See that right there? The hotline phone. It works. And let me see if I got a little charge on it. I was sitting here charging my hotline phone up. It's almost charged up. Let me turn this hotline on. I want to see if anybody will call me. It is 5:03 in the morning. Let it load up first. Yeah. Let the hotline load up. I got to go out there and fill my lap, Mom. I got to go out there and fill up my trailer. I'm going to go to flea market this morning and go make me some money. Hell, I might not have to. I can sit and do it. I might can do it on the darn lottery. The way things boil down to. Yeah, I'm telling you, the average human being would not sit here day after day after day after day and do these workouts the way I do. They wouldn't sink their head that far down into mathematical workouts because it's too aggravating. It's way too aggravating. All right, I got the hotline on now. I want to see if somebody will call me. I want to see if somebody will call me. 803-888-9802. 803. Oh, man. Somebody called me 10 hours ago. I must have been asleep. 803-888-9802. Be the Queen Tingling hotline. Is she up at 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning? I thought it was 3 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock in the morning here in South Carolina. It's not ringing. It's not ringing. Who was this? North Carolina 10 hours ago. Dun, 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 dun. Cause see, yesterday I had to lay down. I had to go to bed yesterday. I was so tired. I'm not that tired now, but my head right here and my neck get hurting real bad because I've developed a habit. I've developed this really, really nasty habit of sleeping in a chair. I'm telling you, I'm not a normal human being. I'm not a normal human being. I've gotten this really nasty habit of sleeping in a chair, sitting straight up. Hold on a minute. Hello, this be the Queen Chingling. How you doing? I'm so lonely, man. I'm just sitting here. What was the last hit? I'm going to tell you some numbers. I just lost my pen cap. You did? Woo-wee. Man, I had to take yesterday off because I was just... that was the evening number? You said 506. Okay, but yesterday it came out 062, right? 026. Okay. So when your next draw? At 1 o'clock. All right. Let me see if I can do this right quick. I'm telling you what's the God's truth. This thing has got me so excited. I don't even have to do the workout no more. I'm gonna give you 9 numbers, okay? How much when you pick a number, how many numbers do you pick? Man, I'm telling you, I can't tell you what I've stumbled onto, but like I said, if I told you what I stumbled onto tonight, this formula, I can't even put this on. I'm not even going to put it on the internet because I know that as soon as whoever does the lottery commission, if they see this and they know that there's one human being out there that can crack that thing, they're not going to come right to me, but they're going to shut some stuff down. I don't want it shutting down. So, all right, let me do this right here. I'm going to say 506. Now listen to me, okay? How old are you? Do you remember when we went to school, when you was in high school? Do you remember the math teacher talking about complements? Oh, I didn't think so. Compliments, not like compliments, like somebody gave you a compliment. A compliment, okay, a compliment in math, think about it like this. A compliment in mathematical terms, okay, is what makes a number whole. All right. So, in lotto math, in your lotto math system, your numbers only run from 1 to 9. Then after 9 is 0. Is not 10. 0 is considered 10. Okay. Now, if you have a big old circle, draw you a big old circle like a pizza pie on a piece of paper. Put your line down right to the center. This is the way to understand complements. You put 0 at the top. We're going to say 0 represents 10. Lotto math don't go past that. Okay. And down at the bottom of it, you're going to put number 5. Okay. Now, 5 is a complement unto itself, or it's either 0, one or the other. Can't go no other way. All right. Now, if you were on this circle, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Then 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 0 or 10 at the top. All right. Yeah. Yeah, it would go clockwise, okay? But 5, yeah. So you could line it out just like that, okay? So I'm gonna lay it to you like this. If you ever want to do your own workouts, all right. 0 is not a complement to anything because it's just like 5, okay? It's not a flip. It's just a complement to itself. All right. Number 1 is a complement to 9. Okay. 8 is a complement to 2. It's just like drawing a line straight across from it. 7 is a complement to 3. Just straight across. Wait a minute, hold on a minute. Okay, hold on a minute. And then 6 is I'm going to put it up to camera. 6 is a complement to 4. Look at this. Can you see that? Okay. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, that's how it works. The complements work. You see it yet? Oh, Lord. You must be on the phone or something. Yeah, it's just like that. Okay? Just straight across from each other. So, if I take this 506, all right, we're just working with the 5, not the 06, okay? So the complement complement to 5 is itself. The flip of 5 would be 0. Okay. I mean, look at this. How would I do the 7? Okay. Now, I'm going to give one more number, so I'm going to say you're either going to add 1 or take away 1. So let's just add 1. So I'm going to add 1. And I'm going to subtract 1, okay, too. So that's going to give 4 numbers, but you don't have to use. I'm only going to put out 9 numbers at a time. All right. Now we're going to take I'm going to write 506 at the top. All right, and I'm going to do the flip of 506. 506, the flip of 506 would be 0, 5, 1. Okay, so that would be one of the numbers that I would play. The complement to 506 would be either 5, 0, 4, or 0, 5, 4. So that would be another number that I would play. Because, all right, look, you see the circle that I drew. All right, 6, at the last number over here, the 506. Okay, 4 is a complement to that 6. Okay, so the complement, the complement to that 6 I got was 4. All right. The flip complement from the 506 is going to be 0, 5, 4. Remember what I said before? 5 and 0 both are complements of itself, and they're also flips. 5 will flip to a 0, or 0 will flip back to a 5. There's no in between. Okay? You can either add 1 to it or subtract, or add 2 from it or subtract 1 from it. Does that make sense? Okay. So that's 4 numbers that I would play right there. Would be, well, 3 numbers. 0, 5, 1. Actually, 4 numbers I would play. The 0, 5, 1, 0, 5, 4, or 5, 0, 1, or 5, 0, 4. Okay. Now let's look at the middle number, which is the 0. Okay. Since it complements itself just like the 5 does. You still there? Okay, what I would do is I'm going to either add 1 to it and 2 to it. So if I added, let's say 5, 0, 4. Okay, add 1 to the 0, which will make it 5, 1, 4. Add 2 to it, which will make it 5, 2, 4. You got me? Okay, now let's take away from that 0. We're taking away from the 0. We're not messing with the other 2 digits, the end digits. All right. Say 5, 0 will actually be 10. Subtract 1 will be 9. 5, 9, 4. All right. 5, subtract, or what? I'm trying to keep myself straight. All right, put down your first digit, which is 5. Then you have the 0. Then we're going to subtract 2 from it. The 0 represents 10. 2 from 10 is what? 8. Right. So you have 5, 8, 4. That's another number. I'm going to write these numbers down. And I'm going to tell you in a minute what I would play for tomorrow. Okay. 5, 1, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, 9, 4, 5, 8, 4. Okay. Now, let's go back to that last number. And what I did earlier was this right here, was I added 1 to it. So that gave me 5, 1, 5, 5, 2, 5, 5, 9, 5, 5, 8, 5. Or 0, wait a minute, 5, 5, 0. Hold on a minute. I done lost my own self. All right, 0, 5, 1. So 0, 5, 2, 0, 5, 3. Or 0, 5, 8. Or 0, 5, 9. Does that make any sense to you? I know pretty much how I'm getting them. It's just a matter of using flips and complements. But that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Came up to 17 numbers, but I would only use like 9 of them. So make a list of these numbers and mark my words. If you don't at least get 2 of them out of these numbers come up for tomorrow, I guarantee it, or at least the hit will be right in there somewhere. Let me see, I'm going to do this right quick. 6, 4, 6. And you said it was 506. Let's see if something comes up in that. All right. 1, 7, 6 and 7. So you still there? Okay. 6 and 3 is 9. 6 and 9 is 5. 4 and 0 is 4. And that would be 8. 4 and 8 is 2. 6, 0, 6, 2, 8, 4, 0, 6. And the date number tomorrow is 6. Let me get my yellow marker. Hold on now. Because it's got to connect with the 6, whatever the date number is. Golly, even that one little bitty workout. And what I have is 504, 506, 509. I also have 406. And that's about it. I have 062. Yeah. This is this little bitty workout right here. Huh? Yep. And see that's where it came from. That is kind of the same formula that it came from. So yeah, if it came out today, I don't think it's going to be 062, or it'll be 602. I'm trying to see what I'm doing. All right. But all right, right around in this, I'm gonna give you these numbers that I've got on this little bitty workout that I just did. This last little workout, okay. All right, the numbers I have, like you said, came out today, was 602, 026. That came out today. That's at the top. All right. I have 106, or 606. That's at the top. And again, at the bottom, I have 606. I have 564 and 966. And then I have 663. So that's the numbers I'm gonna give you. You take down all these numbers. All these numbers that I'm gonna give you, but you choose what you want to play, okay? You choose what you want to play. All right. 051 501. Oh man, 504. Okay. 514 524 594 584. Okay. 515 525 595 585. Okay, and then again over here, 055 052 053 058 059. Okay. Then from the workout, the little workout, I'm gonna write it down because I didn't write them down. You have 606. You have 406 506. Let's see, you have 602, but you said that I already played. I don't think I'm going to play again. All right, then at the bottom of it, you have the same 606 that came out. You have 560. Okay, 562. Then you had the doubles, which was 966. You had 366. Got it connected at 6. Or you have 324. Wait a minute. 324. And that's it. But no. Yep. You're in Virginia, right? Let me see if I can. Hold on. My computer's kind of slow. But sometimes it runs in patterns. I'm going to Virginia letter. Come up here just a second here. Good. Right down in the middle part of the state in Columbia. I did live up in Spartanburg. That's the upper part of the state. Where you at? Oh man, I love it. Really? Man, I'd love to live up there in Virginia Beach. Okay. I kind of did it because I thought you said it's 506. It came out 065. But it all still worked the same way. It'll all come out pretty much the same way, though. I'm looking for patterns is what I'm looking in them. I'm going to make it right back to 7. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 6, 1. Let me see what I got there. It's kind of. So it may relate to 461. The only thing I got relating to 461 would be 514. Flip a 4 would be. 1. Flip of 4 is 9. Flip 196 possible, but I don't have that even on here. That don't even go nowhere close to it. Let's see what the 10th number back would be. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. Hey, I'll say 505 might be a good hit, good possibility tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be 555 though. I don't. Let's see. Y'all have 2 draws tomorrow, right? All right, let's see. 6, 9, 8. I don't think y'all would have a 065. It would be 6, true 8, 4, 0, 6, 2, 8, 4, 0, 9, 6 will be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 9, 8, 7, 6, and an 8 and 5 will be 3. That's 1, 9, 7, 5, 3, 1, 9, 7, 5. All right, and that number is what I'm at. I don't see triples. Gosh, nope. I sure don't, because I mean it could, but see in this first column, I'm doing the 6, 9, 8 workout. Okay, I'm going by columns. In the middle column, you have a 9, but in that first column, you don't have no 9s. And I'm just gonna call something up in there to flip. And what I do see in the middle column is right up above my 9 in the middle column, I see a 603. Well, that 0 would flip to a 5. Then over in here in this next column, the last column, right up, I have a 9, and it right up above that 9, I have a 5, which is going to cause that to flip over to a 0. I mean, it could stay as a 5, but I don't think so. Usually, it would sit right straight across. It'd be 5, 5, 5, and there wouldn't be no 9s involved in it. Now, it could zero out. It could go 0, 0, 0, because in these last 2 columns, I said it could go 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 out, which is 0, 0, 0. Because in the last 2 columns, you got 9. Okay? And then at the top, you got 2 5s on both the second rows. But with that 0 on at the bottom of the workout being right above that 9, I don't even see it zeroing out. But it's got a better possibility of going 0, 0, 0. It's got a better possibility of going 0, 0, 0 than it would have 5, 5, 5. Yeah. So, see, number 6. I would either go 607. Let me see what the flip number for 605 would be. It would be 5, 1, 0. I mean 5, 1. Yeah. Yeah. Wait a minute. The flip for 065 would be 5, 1, 0. All right, that's the flip. Now the complement for 065 would be either 5, 4, 5, 5, 4, 0, or 0, 4, 5. That's the complement. Okay. But let's say we flipped that 4, because that's the only number that you're going to actually get a different digit. So if we flipped it, then it would be 5, 9, 5, 5, 9, 0, or 0, 9, 5. If I'm going to narrow it down to, this is what I would play. I'm trying to look down here in the middle. I would play it something like 5, 1, 0. I would play that one. That's on the last workout that I just did. I would play 0, 5, 4. And 6, 5, 4. If I was playing three numbers, that's what I would play. Then I would play. I'm trying to look, see when y'all had a last double. And what I mean by double is like, you got this 8, 2, 8 right there, but it's like a split double. So I want to actually like two of the same number on one side of the number. All right. 6, 2. Okay. So you got that 0, 0, 1, and well, I like to hit that thing in Washington last night. I almost hit that thing dead on. So it would be something like 6, 5, 5 would be something I would play tomorrow. Or play a split on that and just play the. Well, no, that came out today. That's what we're talking about. 6, 5, 5. Or 9, 5, 5. Let me see if 9, 5, 5 is in the middle part here somewhere. It's got to be somewhere. I don't see a 9, 5. Well, yeah, I do too. 6, 5, 5 right there. 9, 5, 5 is right in the middle. Because you have 6 is a date number. Across from that is a 0, and up from the 0 is a 5. That 0 is going to flip to a 5. That's going to make it 6, 5, 5, because you got a 9 underneath it. And then I would take that 9 and play 9, 5, 5. And a 0 is going to bring on a double. Does that make any sense? Yeah. Yeah. That's all I would play. How many times have you hit the last? You said you hit both of them yesterday. How many before that? How many times had you played and hit? Dang, you know. Well, dang. I ought to make you king ching-a-ling then. Oh, Lord, the queen ching-a-ling. Come do the king ching-a-ling. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did you go by? Yeah. The blue sheet. Yeah. See, people keep telling me about the blue sheet. They say you can buy them at the convenience store. I know over here in West Columbia, they got one store that sells the blue sheet. But you know, I never have used that. I don't never use the blue sheet. And That's what they say it does, but I've never, didn't even know what it was. Don't even know how to use it. If it was stuck in front of my face, I would never even know how to use it. But, and see, what I'm thinking is it kind of works like what I was just talking about with the flips and the compliments. They put it on a sheet of paper. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, baby. Well, listen, I got to get off of here. It's been good talking to you. You're going to have to call me back sometime. Hey, tell your mom and your daddy and your brothers and your friends, your whoever, brothers and sisters, all subscribe to the Queen Chingaling channel. Because she loves all y'all, and I hope you win a whole bunch of money. You too. Bye-bye, darling. All right, y'all. I have enjoyed this sit down talk. But I gotta go to the bathroom. I know you only want to go to the bathroom with me. No, you can't peep. You can't peep. Oh, Lord. No, I don't use any kind of blue sheet or anything like that. They say they got them in the stores. And I almost hate to say this, but I'm so darn cheap. I know they charge $2 or $3 for those blue sheets. I'm just too damn cheap to buy one. I'm not going to sit there and buy a darn sheet of paper from a store. I just don't see no sense in it. I really don't. Lord, I heard something going beep, beep, beep. I thought that was my cell phone or the fire alarm going. But we got a fire station right across the street from here, and I know there's somebody's house probably caught on fire. All right, y'all, I'm getting out of here. I may get back on here later. I got to go load my trailer up and do some stuff, and I got to go to the bathroom and pee on myself. I love you guys. This has been the Queen Chingaling. I'm out of here. Ciao, y'all. I've had fun.